Hey, what's up you guys? It's Annie. Welcome or welcome back to my channel where we talk all things how to grow on YouTube. And in this video, I want to share with you guys a few of the things I did and changes I made to my content that led to an over 10% increase in my CTR, taking it from about 2 to 3% to over 12%, which has led to a massive increase in views, subscribers, overall channel growth, and also in revenue. Now, if at this point you're asking yourself, what is CTR and how in the heck does this help you to grow your YouTube channel? So CTR on YouTube stands for your click-through rate. So if you go into the reach tab of any one of your video analytics on YouTube, you will see your impressions, your view, and your impressions CTR percentage. So what your impressions basically tell you is how many people on YouTube have landed on your video, whether that is in their subscription box, on the recommended page, in search results. Anytime anybody has ever seen your video on the face of YouTube, that counts as one impression. And then what the CTR percentage tells you is what percentage of those impressions who've seen your video on YouTube actually watched the video and converted into viewers. So if, for example, you get 100 impressions on your video, that means 100 people have seen your video on YouTube. Then if, let's say, 10 of those 100 people watches your video, that then means that your video has a 10% CTR. So how does this impact your videos and your channel? How does having a higher or lower CTR actually help grow your channel? So your CTR is essentially what indicates to YouTube's algorithm how much or how little people are showing interest in your videos. So essentially, the higher your CTR is on your video, the more views you are getting from impressions, the more YouTube feels this is a video that is generating interest in its content, this is a video worth pushing out on YouTube. Whereas if it's the complete opposite and you have a very, very low CTR, that then gives the algorithm the opposite message and tells it that not a lot of people are interested in this video and maybe it's not the best video to push forward and just to drop it. At which point your video stops getting pushed out, you stop getting views, and the video stops growing. So if you're looking to get more views and more subscribers and more overall channel growth on your YouTube channel, your CTR is one metric you definitely want to pay attention to. So now, as far as how I was able to raise my own click rate on my videos, this came down to 4 main things I focused on and changes I made where my videos and my content were concerned. The first one of which was switching up my thumbnail style. Your thumbnails are most definitely the make or break of your CTR on YouTube because your thumbnails are the very first thing of your video somebody's going to see on YouTube before they decide whether or not to actually watch it. So if your thumbnail is standing out and it's attracting people and interesting people, your thumbnail is making people want to watch your video, that is going to lead you to more views and a higher CTR. Whereas if your thumbnail is repelling people and it's losing interest in your video, that is going to contribute to less views and a lower CTR. So as far as changes I made to my own thumbnail style, I first focused on something a thumbnail designer actually told me, which is when somebody sees your thumbnail on YouTube, they should be able to know right away what your video is about and what they get out of your video without even having to read your title. So if, for example, I search up on YouTube productivity apps, I am then a lot more likely to want to pick the first video that has big bold text that says top 10 productivity apps than I am to pick the other video that's just a completely blank picture of somebody holding an iPad, which might actually be a great video and have amazing content, but I don't know that because your thumbnail did not stand out to me and did not compel me to watch your video. So whenever I am editing and uploading my own thumbnails to my videos, I always try to remember that and ask myself, does this thumbnail tell my potential viewers what this video is about? So then another massive one is the text of your thumbnails. A lot of people on YouTube tend to use really like weird fonts in their text on their thumbnails, or some people use crazy like yellow text or like red text, or sometimes they have a straight up white text on their thumbnail, but it has no drop shadow and no outline, so it drowns out in the picture and makes the thumbnail super hard to read. So I really took my time to look at the recommended page, look at different types of search results, and ask myself, which of the videos automatically draws my attention and what is the very first thing I noticed? Then I just made notes on what things jumped out at me or gathered my attention, and those are things I applied to my own thumbnails. And almost right away I went from a 3% to a 10% CTR. Another big one for me personally is using big, super recognizable icons and logos. So for example, my videos are about YouTube growth and growing on YouTube, so I often use use the YouTube logo in my thumbnails. Or also in my Canva tutorial, I used Canva's logo on my thumbnail. And the number one reason why this is so effective is that when you upload any video on YouTube, YouTube's algorithm automatically recommends that video to people on YouTube who typically either search for or watch that same type of content. So if I upload a Canva tutorial, that video is automatically recommended to people who typically watch Canva related videos on YouTube. And if somebody is actively watching and searching for content about Canva, then chances are having the Canva logo on my thumbnail is going to make my video jump out at them right away, which is going to increase the chances of my video standing out among everybody else's video, upping the chances of me getting the view and a higher CTR. So that is another little secret hidden gem and trick I like to use within my thumbnails. Then something else that is also really important is having clutter-free thumbnails. So for example, this video thumbnail here from Matt Davella is one very simple picture with very simple text. It tells you right off the bat what the video is about and what you can expect from it. Versus other thumbnails that have like a 4-picture collage and like text all over the place, all sorts of like super cluttering overlays that makes the video super hard to read and understand and ups the chances of me just skipping the video and finding something else. So definitely in the case of thumbnails, less is more. So then a second very important part to increasing your CTR are titles. Something a lot of people are either not aware of or don't always remember is that YouTube actually cuts off your title after 60 characters. So any part of your title after the first 60 characters is going to be hidden from potential viewers, which is why it is so important that you have the most important, most clickable part of your title in the first 60 characters. And it's also just as important that your thumbnail gets people excited and compels them to watch your video. So for example, if your title is just vlog or day in my life, that's a lot less exciting than buying my first car or getting a puppy or move-in vlogs. Or for example, if your video is all about how to get started in blogging, having something like how to start a blog is a lot less interesting than how I made over $100,000 in my first year blogging. So when you're titling your videos, you want to be super intentional and ask yourself, what can I put in my title that's going to make somebody really excited about watching my video and compel them to want to watch it? So then possibly one of the biggest contributors to increasing my CTR is building a community. When you have a group of people that will automatically watch your videos the second you upload them, YouTube is absolutely going to notice that. So when I upload my videos at 11 a.m. and have between 1,000 and 3,000 people watch my videos right away, that is going to really increase my CTR and trigger the algorithm in terms of telling YouTube a lot of people are interested in this video. Therefore, it is just as important to make sure that you're not seeing your viewers or subscribers as a number on a screen, but that you see them like a loyal audience of a TV show that shows up for every single episode every single week. Because depending on how your subscribers and your returning viewers react to your video and engage with your video, that is what lays down the foundation for the future growth of your video. Another super important part of totally blowing up my CTR is uploading videos I know people want to watch. By now, I am very well versed in what videos do well with my audience and which ones they're not really interested in. Which ones of my videos do my subscribers jump on right away and which ones do they not really care about. And like I just said, it is so important to be creating and uploading content that your existing audience is going to go crazy over, because that sets the narrative of whether or not your video is going to continue to do well on YouTube. So it is so important that you're uploading content people actually are searching for and wanting to see and wanting to watch, and that's likely to actually get you views, contributing to a higher CTR. So I am constantly doing keyword research and looking at which videos on my channel got the most views, which ones of my most recent videos got the highest or the lowest CTR, and also looking at the audience tab of my channel analytics to see what are other channels and videos on YouTube that my audience is currently interested in, because that gives me loads of video ideas and video topics I can be sure my audience is genuinely going to want to watch. And by focusing on those 4 main things and those 4 main changes for my channel, that is how I absolutely blew up my CTR on my channel. And if you guys want any more tips and or advice on how to be successful on YouTube and grow your channel, then be sure to watch either one of these videos or any other videos on my channel. As always, thank you all for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!